Hello and welcome to today's video. So once again, I'm joined by bubblegum card expert Andy, and he's brought along yet more superhero sets from the 60s for us to have a look at. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Brilliant. So Andy, Batman, what have we got here then?
Here's a Batman set that we mentioned in the last video, just to start with. It's the Black Bat set, the first set, but this is the one with the information on the back about the Batman fan club, the British Batman fan club. We didn't show a picture of these last time.
Right.
So just a brief flip through these.
Yes, it says join the official Batman fan club.
Yeah. We sent away one bazooka bubblegum wrapper and a stamped addressed envelope to a P.O. box in Henner in Derbyshire, which is about 8 miles away from where I used to live at the time.
All right.
And they're all identical to the other more common Black Bat set.
But these are the fan club.
The fan club panel on the back. That's what they actually look like.
Wow.
What you got when you sent away, you certainly got a badge, which seems to have been a variation on the large Lone Star produced badge in this country, made by Lone Star.
Yeah.
But with fan club information on it.
Right.
Much rarer version of the badge, and a membership card as well.
Right. Brilliant.
Whether you've got anything else, I have no idea.
We don't know. And you didn't join yourself?
I didn't know. I didn't know about it at the time. I didn't have any with the fan club panels on.
Ah, brilliant.
Okay, so just a brief look.
Just a brief one there. Yeah. Brilliant. Like a little intro to today's main feast.
Because all these Superman sets really came in the wake of the popularity of Batman.
Right.
They followed in its wake because they were such huge sellers, the Batman's cards. So
brilliant.
You got a lot of other stuff showing up. So first,
Superman cards. Well, I don't know these at all.
No, these only came out in the States.
Right.
Pictures from the Adventures of Superman show. There's actually a variation on this wrapper.
Okay.
There's one which doesn't say watch Superman on TV on there.
Right.
1966.
Okay.
Released by Topps. Pictures from the 50s Adventures of Superman TV show, starring George Reeves as Superman.
Oh, yes.
It was broadcast from 1952 to 1958. 6 seasons. First 3 were in black and white. Seasons 4, 5, and 6 were in colour. Wow. Right, a long time then. 104 episodes. Yeah.
Wow.
There was no no Superman card set in the 50s. But obviously with the popularity of the Batman cards, they put out a Superman set as well.
I wonder if this was being shown in syndication, maybe.
It was, yeah, it would have been.
It would have been, yeah, well. Right.
There's variations to the backs of these, as you'll see. Some of them say watch Superman on TV. Some printings don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So just to make it even slightly harder to get your sets.
So it's a set of 66.
Yeah.
The first 44 have that back variation. The later cards, as you'll see, are puzzle backs, which don't have a variation.
Right.
And there was also in America a 44 card test set released with a white background on the card backs rather than the background that you see.
That's salmon colour. Really nice pictures, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, but that's the other relation to Superman versus the Mole Men.
Oh, yeah.
That's from the very first episode. Yeah, they're a real mixture.
Oh, brilliant. Very nice. Never seen those before, ever.
No.
Very, very nice.
Puzzle backs.
Oh, yeah, and they make up the picture of Soups himself by the look of it, yeah.
Okay, so staying in 66, we have the first ever Marvel superhero set.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, which was released in about August 66.
Yeah.
It was actually a tie-in to the Marvel Superheroes animated series, which started in September. There were 65 episodes, ran from September to December 66.
Yeah.
Kind of a tie-in with that, really. Not exactly the same lineup of characters. The TV show had Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Submariner.
Yeah.
So this set's got Captain America, Iron Man, Daredevil, Spider-Man, the Hulk, and Thor.
Right.
And as you can see, they're actually taken from the comics. So plenty of nice Jack Kirby artwork on the Captain America ones.
Oh yeah.
Some of them, they all have these sort of joke captions, but some of them have a blank.
Write
your own captions.
I see. Yeah.
So they can be a little hard to find with without anything written in.
Yeah. Wowee.
Yeah. But yeah.
And the back
makes a
picture
composite of all the characters in the set.
Yeah. Wow. I bet this is a very, very difficult set to find.
It's fairly difficult, yeah, especially in this country. It was released by a company called Donruss in the States.
Yeah. Don Ross, yeah. Oh, yes, so they're there.
There we are. Again, a set of 66.
Wow. Very, very nice.
So you've got various artists.
Is this an expensive set?
Yeah, it's quite expensive, especially if you want them in nice nick. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rookie Marvel set.
Mm.
That's quite hard. So you've got all sorts of nice Wallywood artwork on the Daredevil
Yeah.
ones. Ditko Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's a lot to like.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. Indeed.
And to the Hulk. Various artists, I think, maybe.
Mm.
I'm not sure. Mike Esposito, maybe.
Okay.
It's like maybe Bob Powell with Kirby layouts. And we've got Jack Kirby and Vince Coletta Thor, I think. So yeah, very nice set.
What a set indeed, that is, yeah.
Last
Last few at the top there.
Yeah, last few at the top. So that's the first ever Marvel Comics set.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very historic.
Indeed. And then we are on to the Green Hornet. So
Wow.
there's actually two Green Hornet sets. This is the card set,
Yeah.
which again was from Donruss. Would have come out in about autumn '66. The Green Hornet, as seen on 3 episodes of the Batman TV show.
Yeah.
In season 2 of the Batman TV show. Actually dates back to 1936. He debuted on radio in January 1936, created by George Trendle and Franz Stryker. And in an unusual bit of meta continuity for the 30s, he's actually the grand nephew of the Lone Ranger.
Oh, right.
It's the same people, Franz Stryker particularly, created the Lone Ranger on radio about 3 years before.
Right.
And they tied him into the Lone Ranger. Yeah.
It's a nice bold set. And this is, who played the Green Hornet?
The Green Hornet was played by Van Williams in the TV show.
That's right, yeah.
It was a spin-off from Batman. They thought they'd try other things. He appeared, in the 30s, 40s in various mediums. There were 2 movie serials, one in 1940, one in 41. There were comic books. But this was the first ever TV series.
Right. And we got Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee, yeah.
As Kato.
Van Williams had been in things before, like
Yeah.
Bourbon Street Beat, Surfside 6, detective series. It was Lee's real debut on American TV. Yeah.
And he has a few lines, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He shows his moves. He had to slow down his moves, actually, because if he did him his normal speed, they were too fast to be caught on film.
Really?
He had to actually slow down what he was doing for the filming. But yeah, this is it. Nice set, these.
Very nice indeed,
photos.
yeah.
Only lasted 1 season, 26 episodes.
Didn't sort of take
it
off.
It wasn't, no. It was, whereas Batman was camp,
Mm.
the Green Hornet series was more serious.
Right.
It could have done with being double the length. It was the same length, sort of half an hour,
Yeah.
as the Batman shows, and it needed more character development.
Right.
Half an hour was right for Batman. It didn't help the Green Hornet, and it wasn't a hit. Yeah,
Very interesting.
could have done with a bit more character exposition. And,
Very, very nice cards.
but they are. A nice
Are these
set.
British or American? Sorry, I didn't catch.
Only came out in the States.
Yeah. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. But that's not all.
That's not all. Topps did a sticker set
Wow.
at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, really nice photos. This is a harder set to get, being stickers.
Yeah.
It's actually the easier wrapper to get. But this again came out in America, as a set of 44. Topps in America, and it was also released by O-Pee-Chee in Canada.
All right. Stick on walls, books, bikes.
So this is quite a tricky set to get.
I can imagine.
Yeah, they're a mixture of artwork and photos, mostly photos. But again, a really nice set.
Yeah, really nice set. Really of the period, and what a variety of cards.
Yeah.
Design-wise.
Yeah, indeed.
There we are.
Yeah.
Wowee. I can see why these would be scarce.
Yeah. He wanted the Green Hornet because he's actually considered a villain.
Right.
Yeah, in the show.
Operating outside the law.
Operating outside the law. There's not many people who know his true nature.
How dare he?
But yeah, it's a good fun series. Never shown in the UK.
No, amazing.
Neither BBC nor ITV picked
Ever
it up.
showed
They
it.
didn't go for it.
No, but Corgi released the card, didn't they?
Yeah, and of course that came out in America as well. World Distributors released an annual here. But
Yeah.
There's a lot of American merchandise. Not much in this country.
Crazy. I'd forgotten about the annual, actually,
Yeah, very nice American paperback.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that. I've not got him. Not one I've got.
So there you go.
Very, very nice.
That's the Green Hornet set.
Excellent.
Now
now
we're on to 67. Now, there were, I'll just mention, keeping to the timeline, there were a couple of other superhero sets that came out which weren't cards or stickers, which I don't have. Just staying briefly in 1966, Topps did release a Marvel Flyers set, which was Marvel Comics characters, but they were like 12 clipped together styrofoam aircraft of the various characters. So that is another set that existed. If you look back the Marvel video that you did with our friend Gary, you do see some of those on the display box on the shelves. He's got some of them. I know he doesn't have all 12, but they are on there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so there is that set as well. But sticking with our format,
yes,
here we go, the second ever Marvel set.
You got it. So American again,
American. Philadelphia Gum released these, 1967. They were also released in Canada. The Canadian ones, whereas these say printed in USA, the Canadian ones don't.
Okay.
Does anything. That's the only difference. So yeah, Marvel superhero stickers. Yeah, and here we go again. Artwork directly from the comics. Really nice set. You'll notice that some of these are not central or odd shapes. This set is notorious for being not properly centered and not properly cut.
Interesting.
I mean, what happened was, certainly with Topps in the 60s, the cards were printed on large sheets of 132 cards, and then they would be cut into single cards on a slicing machine and collated and put in the packets. Sometimes it didn't go quite right and you get things a bit off-cut. Topps' quality control was generally pretty good. This set is notoriously difficult to find all properly centered sets. Mine certainly aren't, but it's really quite common for them to be not quite cut right. But here we go, a wider range of characters. You've got Doctor Strange as well. So, again, very nice set. As usual, the Marvel sets, comedy captions. Which went on into the Marvel sets of the 70s as well, which perhaps we'll cover one day.
Well, they're the ones I remember. And love those. Never seen these though. And they're very nice white fronts on them. They're well preserved, these.
Most of them,
Classic poses, aren't they?
Indeed. Again, lovely set. Very hard to get over here.
I bet.
And, harder to get than the Donruss card set, really. And there we go. It's the last one, number 55.
Don't call me a slob.
Brilliant. Okay, the other set that was released in 1967, comics-wise, was only test marketed, and Topps released it. It was a set called Crazy Little Comics, which is a set of 16 parody 8-page mini comic books. Only test marketed, rare. They obviously didn't take off, so they didn't market them properly around the country as they used to. They were actually written by Roy Thomas, who was Marvel writer at the time. They parody Marvel characters and DC characters, and some of them are non-Marvel DC. There's one of the Phantom, one of the Lone Ranger, one of Prince Valiant. Wally Wood did the artwork. I think Gil Kane might have been involved in the artwork as well. And the back covers had spoof adverts, and the art on those was by Art Spiegelman, who went on to win the Pulitzer Prize
for Mouse
in 1991. He did a lot of work for Topps on the Human sets. So,
brilliant.
Now, 1968.
Superman in the Jungle.
Superman in the Jungle. This is the British set, which came out in 1968. Now, these originally came out in 1966 in America. Again, they were test marketed. What Topps used to do was they didn't used to market to the whole country at the time. They would release cards in a region. If they sold well, they do another region. If it sold well, again, they do another region of the States.
I see.
That's the way they used to release things. Superman in the Jungle, they tried it in 66. Wasn't a big seller. The American set's very rare. But this is the British set, which did have a proper release here. So that's the British wrapper.
Very, very nice.
So you got cards.
It says a jigsaw piece
puzzle,
as well.
Yeah, we'll get to those at the end. Jigsaw puzzle pieces. There was 16 of those.
The
main set is 1966. They do tell a story.
That's brilliant. Is it taken from a comic or is it original?
It was specially done for this card set. The art's by Al Plastino. with inks by our old friend Norman Saunders.
Oh, yes, yes.
Apparently,
Mars Attack Saunders.
yeah. Apparently, he did offer to do a painted set, like he did for the Batman sets.
Yeah.
He did offer to Topps to do a painted set for this series, and they didn't go for it for some reason.
Oh, right.
So it's Al Plastino with Norman Saunders inks.
I see these British ones, they're slightly smaller
They're
again.
slightly smaller, as usual with the British sets by the 60s, yeah. But yeah, we've got Lex Luthor.
Oh, very, very nice.
Yeah, and they do tell a complete story through all 66
That's
cards.
brilliant.
Yeah. But no, nice set. I don't remember these from the time. Just don't remember at all.
And rare today, or, reasonably?
Yeah, fairly rare. Certainly the American set's the really rare version.
Yeah.
Which only had a test wrapper. Topps test wrappers tended to be white with a sticker on the front.
Right, just super rare, yeah.
Yeah. They would originally test things in a few comic shops in Brooklyn.
Right.
Where they were based, and then maybe move on.
See how they go, yeah.
A few New York or in Philadelphia or wherever their test markets were.
Mm-hmm.
And here are the jigsaw cards.
Wow.
Yeah. Now the art on the jigsaw cards is actually by Norman Saunders.
Right.
It's the box artwork.
Yeah.
It's Superman fighting the lion. That's Norman Saunders artwork.
So how would these work then? You would push the
you would push
bits
them out
out
from the surrounds,
Yeah.
and then you could put them together and make a jigsaw.
in a traditional way?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's 16 of those.
And they're still sort of the same thickness as a card.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's a novel way of doing it.
We've got the last one. You just missed the last one there. There you go.
Yeah.
Lion's foot.
The lion's foot.
There we go.
Right then, comic book foldies.
Comic book foldies is the last set we're going to cover. So
Okay.
this is the A and B C set, the British version of these. There were a number of different versions, which I'll cover in a minute. These came out in the UK in 1968. As the name suggests, you fold them to make funny pictures. The pictures on the fronts, as we'll see, are all DC Comics characters.
Okay.
You'll see on the back shortly. You can fold them and make 9 funny pictures, composite pictures. Superman in a dress and so on.
Okay.
Yeah, as you see on the cover of the. That's what they're about. Now, set of 44, originally released by Topps in America in 1966, and also by O-Pee-Chee in Canada. Topps also did a larger size version of them as well, around the same sort of time. I think these came after the set of 44. The larger size, they missed off number 44.
Right.
They're only 43, presumably to accommodate the larger size cards on the printing sheets. I'm guessing, but I would imagine they just had to miss one out to accommodate the larger size cards. So there is that version as well. The art on them is by Wally Wood.
Yeah.
They were released in America by Scanlon's and by Allen's and Regina in New Zealand.
Wow.
Now, those two sets and the British sets are actually missing card number 7.
Right.
The reason for that is it has the Queen on.
Uh-huh.
It's that one with Old Flash, or
right.
Flash J. Garrick. As you see on the back, the Queen is on. A&BC got cold feet about having a card making fun of the Queen.
I see,
So
yeah.
the British set is actually complete with 43 cards. That's all that was released here. Same for the Aussie and New Zealand sets as well.
Yeah.
Other sets had all 44.
With the Queen included.
With the Queen, yeah.
Right.
So they've got quite a nice range of
really
characters.
colourful, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. All Hollywood artwork. Very
That's
nice.
brilliant. Have these ever been reprinted?
No.
It's a bit like a mad folding, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the Queen.
Similar sort of principle. There we are, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So that one's actually got copyright on the back saying Topps, made in America, whereas the A and BC ones don't have that on the back. That's
Right. So you got that, just that one?
I got that one to fill in the missing
Oh, that's
card.
a really good idea, yeah.
I got an American one.
Just to keep them complete.
Exactly. There are other European versions of these. Topps made a couple of other series. There's one with 7 European languages on.
All right.
French, German, Dutch, and so on. And there's also a version with 4 Scandinavian languages on. Danish, Finnish, Norwegian and Swedish. So there are different printings of these for other markets.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
They're really, really nice. Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, yeah. They've got all sorts on here, yeah.
Incredible.
Quite down the cast list, you know, Metamorpho,
Yeah.
one of the Metal Men, and Black Hawk. You know, it's not just the main ones.
No, I guess they had a bit of room to add a few more interesting ones, didn't they?
But there you go.
Russian politician.
Yeah, they're a nice, fun little set.
Yeah. Expensive?
Not that rare.
Reasonable?
Yeah, not the rarest. You can find them. Yeah, elongated man there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, as I say, all in the wake of Batman. Really.
Yeah.
All in the wake
Incredible.
of all these.
It's a really, really nice set.
Nice one with the Spectre.
Plastic Man there and Spectre, yeah.
So it's a good range of characters. The widest range of characters of any of the 60 superhero sets, really.
Lovely. Very, very nice. Indeed. And Catwoman with her original costume.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that's your 60s.
That's it. Yeah, there we are.
There you go.
Awesome.
Okay, so just a little treat at the end. I've brought in a display box for the comic book foldies. As you can see, this is the British display box.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got too many 60s display box, but this is a nice one.
A 48 count.
A 48 count.
Imagine that, eh?
And you've got the characters all there on the
Brilliant,
front.
isn't it? Looks like the Justice League.
Yeah.
In effect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
fantastic.
Exactly. So there you go. Manufactured
Wow.
under license from Topps. Yeah.
I'm guessing there's not many of those that have survived.
No, not too many. Yeah.
Wow,
So yeah.
very, very nice indeed. And I see there's some Bazooka Joe bits and pieces here.
We did mention Bazooka wrappers.
Yeah.
Bazooka did get released in the UK by A&BC at the time.
Yeah.
Later used by Trebor. But A&BC had the license. As you can see, this is a British box for the large size chews. There were a roll of 5 chews, and that's what the big comics came with.
Right.
The little comics are the ones that came with the small size.
Okay. I seem to remember,
Ones.
this is obviously in the 70s, they must have been, I remember these small ones, and you could send away for different gifts.
Yeah.
And these have all got stuff that you can send away for.
Yeah.
So that was the value of 5, and these were what, singles? Right, I see.
Yeah, that's why they used to do it.
Oh, brilliant. And how many different ones of these are there? I mean, stacks.
I don't remember. It might tell you in the book that Topps released.
Which I happen to have my my copy of. Yeah, so that's that one there.
There's the book.
Yeah, fantastic, this book. I believe they're still in print. You can still get them on Amazon.
Yeah,
although they've stopped making them now. So I would say sort of, they're not making any new ones. So I would suggest if you've not seen this one yet, and I will just gently pop it on there and flick through. It's a real homage to the world of Bazooka Joe.
It is. Yeah,
So
it's a good book.
it is brilliant,
It does have
isn't
the
it?
wrappers here. I mean,
If
we go to, I think, the previous page. The wrappers that you would send away for the Batman.
I see, yeah.
For the Batman fan club set, it would have been something
About the
along
65
those lines, but a
yeah.
British one. Yeah.
But as you can see, if you are at all interested in Bazooka Joe, there's an awful lot to be had in this book. It's fantastic. Like all these Topps books were.
They're excellent.
Really, really superb. But sadly, they're not doing any more for whatever reason. But thankfully, Andy's filling that void, aren't you, for us, Andy, with your collection of goodies. But so, did you ever send off yourself in the 60s?
I didn't, no. I do have the Bazooka Joe badge, which we saw in my collection of badges on the James Bond video.
Oh, yeah.
But I never actually sent away for anything, no.
No. I mean, I remember in the 70s, I seem to remember getting a Bazooka Joe belt, like a plastic belt that would go around you, but I don't remember beyond that.
No, I think our friend George sent away for, there was some kind of ring where you could blow into it. It was like a siren ring.
A ring, right,
I
okay.
think he had that.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, but they're really, really nice. They're fantastic to see. Excellent. Well, what a selection of cards this time round, Andy. They're absolutely fantastic. I have to ask, what have you got planned for next time then?
Next time, Jules, I'm going to take you to the movies.
To the movies,
To
okay.
the movies. We're going to have a look at other 60s movie tie-in sets. That's other than the Bond sets and arguably the Batman photo sets.
Okay.
There weren't many, but we'll have a look at the ones that did come out.
Okay.
And one of them is currently the most valuable UK non-sport bubblegum card set.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's got me thinking. But
Yeah.
don't give anything away.
not gonna tell you,
I
mate.
like the thrill of the discovery,
I'm
as
a
it
blue
were.
meanie. I'm not going to give it away.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a little clue for you there. Brilliant. Okay. Well, thank you very much for that, Andy. That was fantastic. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this latest episode with Andy and his amazing bubblegum card collection. If you have enjoyed today's video, do please give it that thumbs up and do please hit the subscribe button if you've not already for regular vintage bubblegum card action. And we'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye.
Bye.